Hello everybody, welcome to another wee video. In this video today we're going to have a wee look at air impact wrenches and some battery cordless tools. These are all my own tools, which have got, some are used more than others. Some have advantages and disadvantages over one to the other. So one of the guys, Ian Gibson there in Ontario, he got himself a wee Milwaukee fuel there, and he wondered, I said to him about the air will always beat the cordless. That's my experience anyway, maybe not so much with other guys, but certainly whenever one of those guys there won't break the bolt, or it's just too big to get in there into suspension or whatever, rattle out one of these wee boys here and it'll do it. And then we'll have this monster over here as well, which so I've got a wee bit of a test rig set up, and but first of all I was gonna just show you I have a few of these specs written down here. So I've got two Metabo 18 volt, a 400 and a 600 LTX. So one is rated at 400 newton meters, the 600 LTX 600 newton meters. So I have a wee Facom there, which is a wee small one, 861 newton meters. That's a very big figure for the size of it. I've got a PCL branded composite gun, which is very light, and it's easy to handle, which is very good. 928 there. I've got an unbranded one. I don't know what make it is. I bought it years and years ago. Very, very rarely use it, but it on the internet there, it looks like Clark seemed to sell one very, very like it, and it's rated at 680, and then that 3/4 inch one there you've seen is rated at 1800 newton meters. So I'll just flick a few of them up on Google here for you guys, and that's that Metabo 400 LTX. The cordless stuff is dear enough. That one there, that's just the body, no batteries. So I have a lot of Metabo stuff, so I just stick to that brand. It's nothing to do with that I like it over Milwaukee or anything else, that I just have that many batteries. So I'm sort of stuck with that brand. If I changed to Milwaukee, I would have to start buying a whole suite of new batteries. You can buy the body only, there's about 150 quid there. I'll buy a body only for that wee 400 LTX, 600 LTX, that's the Metabo website there. Yeah, and we'll just go through a couple of these other air tools here. That's that PCL composite impact wrench there for sale. PCL is a manufacturer of air tools and air fittings. They actually have their own style of fitting, which I don't recommend PCL fittings because they're very small bore. So there's that 928 torque figure there. The unbranded one that I have, it's a wee cheapo. It's quite cheap there, and 500 foot-pound of power apparently. So we'll test that out. The big surprise, according to the stats, is this Facom here, and it's for sale there for £142. I think I paid just over 100 quid for it. Maybe the price has gone away up, but apparently it is rated at 861. Now there's a lot of these wee miniature Aircat make them, and different makes, and as what I gather, they're all the same. And they're all made in Taiwan. They're all they all come out of the same factory. They're identical, and they just have different brandings on them. And you can buy them for about 100 quid. And I have used this, and it's very good. I thoroughly recommend it for the size of it, and just purely because it gets in places where the like of that thing there does not. So if you look at the size of the head on that, and yeah, I think certainly. I'm nearly sure that one there is brushless. I'm not 100% sure about this one, whether it has an ordinary commutator on it or not. And finally, we'll move up to that one there. That's a brand US Pro. Make quite a lot of tools. It's sort of like a mid-range. It's not premium by any means. And yeah, it's a couple of £100 there. Again, I bought that a while ago. I think I paid about £150 for it. I don't really use it that much. It's sort of like a backup tool for something that I cannot shift. But it's that big that you know, you need to, if you're working on a car or a van, you need a lot of room around it, and you need two hands to hold it. So it is a bit of a mother of an impact tool, and it's 3/4 drive, so you need 3/4 sockets with it. So that's a 3/4 socket on there. That's the drive on it there. So yeah, it's a good bit bigger, and there's a sticker in the back of it. Twin hammer, 1800 Newton meters. There's a big handle on it, which you can, I think you can rotate that handle around. You can undo the mounds and rotate it around to whatever way you want. But yeah, it's just a very heavy tool. You need two hands with it, and yeah, it's really for lorry lug nuts or something, probably. I bought it a while ago just because I wanted something that was just super powerful. This one here, very good, because it's very light. It's composite, so it's very light, very easily changed forward and reverse. A couple of different strengths on it. This wee boy here, purely because of the size of it, it is very good. Thoroughly recommend that. I know it's upside down there, but yeah, Falcom, and that's it there. NS 1600 FF. They say that style, the exact same with these three different settings on it, forward and reverse from left or right handed. Yeah, very good. We buy, because you can get it into the wheel well because of the size of it, and it breaks a lot of stuff. It will crack open a lot of nuts. That wee one at the end there, that unbranded thing, I think that was the first impact wrench that I ever bought. It is heavy. It is very, very clunky to change. I can't even do that with my thumb to change from forward and reverse. I need to nearly can't do it one-handed anyway. So very difficult to change. 3 settings on it, which are all very clunky, and yeah, although might do a job, serve a purpose. But whenever I bought this one here, that was my go-to one. Whenever that can't crack it, or that's too big, or can't crack it. But what I said to Ian in the comments of one of his videos was, will beat cordless. So that's what we're going to find out here in this video, whether will beat cordless. So I have a bit of a rig here in the vise, but it's jammed against the bench. That's a 30mm nut and an M20 bolt, and it's bolted on the back there. And we're going to torque this. We'll torque it to 200 Newton meters. We'll have a digital torque wrench, so that's going to torque it at 200 Newton meters, and we'll see how these things fare. Okay, here we are in bench stand. Digital torque wrench is preset at 200 Newton meters. So we'll tighten this bolt. 200 Newton meters. There we go, maxing out. That's the maximum of that torque wrench. So I'm just going to put on the old headphones for this, and I may want to turn the sound down. So 30mm impact socket on it here, and battery's fully charged there. So here we go. No problem at all. For the wee 400 LTX. So well, surely the 600 will do it as well. Rattles 200 Newton meters off in seconds. So we'll try the smallest of our impacts here. So it's on torque 3 in reverse. No problem at all. Okay, we need to up the torque a bit. Okay, so we're gonna up the torque a bit. There's a 3/4 drive torque wrench. It goes up to, this one here goes up to 500 Newton meters. It was inspected apparently. So I've set it at 300. So 3/4 drive, socket on. So that's it, clicking at 300 Newton meters. Okay. Set it down. And grab our socket. We'll try the wee Metabo here again. So still showing full battery. So that's 300 Newton meters. Yeah, not bad. Not too bad at all. There. Yeah. Took a wee minute or two. A few seconds. That's 300 again. And the 600 LTX Metabo. Let's see how it fares. Yeah, short work of that. So we're still 300 meters, and we'll try this wee fat comb here. On the air, no problem. Do that, make short work of it. So we'll have to up the ante. 400 Newton meters, we'll set the torque wrench at, and we'll take it from there. Okay, torque wrench is now set at 400. Oh yeah. That's heavy. Right. Okay, what will we go for first? Maybe 400 LTX. Not really doing it. Still fit battery on it. Not really doing it there. So we'll put it back at 400 again. In case that'll loosen it a bit. Yeah. So it didn't really do it there. We'll try our 600 LTX, which is supposed to be 600 Newton meters. Yeah. That did the job. So I think we're actually starting to damage the threads here now. So we are. So put her back to 400 again. Yeah, I think I may have pulled the threads there, so. Okay, I need to change this bolt around. Okay, unfortunately it looks like all we can do with this bench testing, what's at 400 Newton meters, it's just ripping the threads out of the nut there. So, I don't know if you can see that or not. It's just pulling the thread through. The threads in the bolt are holding up okay, but these threads are just being pulled. So when I go up anywhere near 400 Newton meters, it's just pushing the bolt at the back through. So yeah, unfortunately that's the sort of biggest bolts that I have about the place, and they don't have the strength. But we'll not finish it there. I'll just give you an idea of the kickback and the power. Some of these, maybe give you an idea of the differences. Okay, first of all, is this V400. I'm holding it sort of loosely in my hand. Then you press the trigger and there's no movement of it at all. Electric brake on it. It is running on a wee bit, so there isn't really an electric brake on it. So that's that one. Next one is the 600. Again, it's a good bit heavier than that V400. And yeah, it's trying to jump out of my hand, and a good electric brake there, so it's stopping right away. So we'll have a look at a few other ones here. Okay, so we Fatcom one. The size of that, very powerful, and a fair wee kickback on that. This is probably the cheapest one of the whole bunch here. You can buy this I think for about 70 quid. Very heavy. Hell of a kickback on it than that. This is our PCL. This is a composite belt. It's probably about half the weight in the hand of that other one. So it sits very nicely in the hand. You can hold it. Massive kickback on that. So that's a good idea. The torque there that's going on. And finally, there's this big one. So it's as well as that handle on it, I can tell you, because you no way you get a hold of it in one hand. So we'll give it a burst here. It just pulls it out of your hand there. So there we go. I'll just give you, let me see, there's a couple of other wee air tools here I'm going to show you. Okay, a couple of air ratchets. It's a 1/2 inch drive one, and that's a wee 3/8 drive, and I have one of these swivels on. So I use this one quite a lot because you can get it in and you can spin nuts out with it. The only problem with these here, and I don't use them very often, the only problem with these air ratchets is whenever they jam, they'll pull your knuckles down. So if your nut jams mid-thread, or if you're trying to loosen something that's too tight, it'll throw your hand down and bait your knuckles. Especially this, especially that one there. If you're holding that when that just jams, it'll just beat your fingers off the chassis or the engine. So don't use that an awful lot. I would use that taking off manifolds and things like that, spinning off, and that's why I have the wee flexible on it. So, okay, there's one wee last thing I want to show you, just a wee bit of advice on getting the most out of your air tools. And your air setup is crucial, the bore and the pressure. So most of these air tools are rated at 90 psi, but whenever you press the trigger, that drops away down. So you need a good compressor that can supply the flow. It's not really the pressure, but I'll just show you that in action. So this is my air regulator that I have coming in. So the air comes in from that blue pipe. It's attached. It goes up in. That's the input there on the left, and it goes out onto that flexible line on the right. So there's half inch. This is a half inch output. That is half inch BSP. If you go quarter or anything for these regulators, you're just creating a restriction, and you won't get the power out of your impacts. But the other thing that I want to show you is I have this in the red there. The red dial is PSI, and the black is bar. So I have it sitting about 120 PSI. So that's static pressure. So that's static pressure. Most of these tools are all rated at 90. They all say working 90 PSI. But this is what you have to consider whenever you have your air tool connected to that. I'm going to just buzz a wee air drill here. So that's your 90. It's running at 90. So if you set your gauge to 90 and run it, it'll drop away down to 70 or 60 or whatever, and that's your air impact wrench. Then you're only getting that first wee burst, and that's it. You've lost pressure. Your pressure's dropped away down. So you need to run it. I keep this at 120, and then whenever you run it, it's running at 90. So it's 90 working pressure and 120 static pressure. So that's a wee tip there, guys. I don't know, maybe most people might know that, and maybe not, but that's what you need to do. If you think some of your air impacts that you buy and they haven't got the power, just look at your air supply, and its working pressure is what you want to have the pressure at. So anyway, many thanks for watching, and our wee impacts there that are on the ground, I'll get them put away, and yeah, get my other, that's the wee Sealy torque wrench there, the wee digital torque wrench. So many thanks for watching. Unfortunately the wee demo didn't really go as planned, but hopefully we got something out of it, and a wee bit more on how to use the air. So thanks for watching again, and all the best, and bye bye.